Dude, we're gonna have a freaking robot stripper, man. Yo, what up, Kipto here. Super pumped to get this going. This is the second round of drawings for you guys. So I'm gonna be doing like 6 episodes. We're gonna be just going down the line here. So you guys loved these last time. Now, if you're not familiar with this from last episode, basically I gave you a drop-down menu with a bunch of different options for you to choose and build your own character. Like you could choose the subject, the occupation, like what they do, a cool prop, and a color for me to use. And basically you build your own character and then I draw it for you in my iPad using Procreate. I send you the file and you can print it out or enjoy it however you like, for personal use only. And there was also a traditional option where I could make an original traditional piece of art for you and mail it directly to you. And when I opened this up, I got over 50 orders within 1 or 2 days. So I'm slowly chipping away at each piece and I'm doing episodes like 10 at a time. So I don't overwork myself and I want to do the best job possible for you guys. So let's dive into this episode and see what characters we're doing this week. All right, first on deck, we got Tyler. He's looking for a bear hunter with a bow and arrow and blue. Anything Norse mythology, tunes, or tattoos. Oh, okay. I feel you, I feel you. Yo, what up? Before we get started, I teleported here to Joshua Tree. I'm gonna be here in the desert for a few days. I'm gonna be teleporting back and forth in between this video. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm here in the desert. I got this cool cow skull right behind me. And I got some exciting news I'm gonna tell you about today's sponsor, which is Raid Shadow Legends. Raid is a sick RPG turn-based game where you can collect heroes and badass characters to fight and do your dirty work in this epic and highly detailed fantasy world. I've been playing out here in between drawings right here on my iPad, which you can play on any smartphone, and now it's available as a cross-platform on PC. It's been super fun for me, especially drawing these characters, getting so much inspiration from like orcs, elves, knights, mages, and stuff I've never seen before. Attack! Oh, right in the eyeball! Oh, what's this? Whoa! Look at this fashion sense. She's got it going on. Look, she's got the coronavirus mask on too. Very responsible of her. So each champion can have 6 artifacts or like special bonuses to like upgrade your character. So I just got this artifact. I'm gonna equip that. I love these illustrations and they're telling such like a cool story with this. And along with the campaign with this cool narrative story, you have all these different playing modes with like the dungeons. And you also have this arena where you can fight against other players. Oh my god, Tree Hugger 69 or whatever his name was just murdered me. And best of all, this game is absolutely free to download. And especially for new users, the daily rewards program has just extended to 180 days of free rewards, including a free barbarian legendary champion. So, what are you waiting for? If you think you can beat me, head to the link in my description, and if you're a new player, you'll get 50,000 silver plus 1 free champion. Pretty good deal. So click the link, get your free goodies, smash some bad guys, and get inspired like I have, and have fun doing it. All right, first drawing, going with a bear hunter with a bow and arrow. Super pumped about this. That's a great way to start the day. Let's get our 6B pencil, and let's get to work, baby. Alright, so I was having trouble with this anatomy of the arms here because it's sort of a weird pose and I'm trying to get some twisting and stuff but make it look natural, like he's about to pull it back but still kind of relaxed. I just took like a quick video on my computer of like the setup here, so now I kind of like transferred that over to my phone. So now I have like a good reference for the arms here, and I think I'm gonna just push this one back a little bit this way and like cock it kind of sort of like that. Move the bow a tiny bit, and I'm gonna get rid of this clothing choice here because the archer's gonna have a bunch of blowing stuff in the wind. It's gonna get caught in his string, so I'm gonna have some more tight clothing on him. All right, I remember in his notes he asked for like kind of Norse mythology, so I went less Robin Hood and I went more Thor with it. So I started to add more Thor kind of stuff here. Now I think we're ready to rock. Let's color this bad boy. Next up, we got Nikki. She's trying to get a robot exotic dancer with an instrument. Dude, we're gonna have a freaking robot stripper, man. That's gonna be interesting. Just doing some important research. Alright, so for her instrument, I want to have her leg be a violin. And then in the other shoe, it's like a retractable fiddle. So when she's upside down, she can like play the violin on the pole, and then it retracts back into like a regular leg. Up, we got David. He's trying to get, he's giving me a choice, Kipto's choice, astronaut, Kipto's choice, yellow. All right, so I'm choosing your astronaut here. Okay, next one is actually a birthday present for Sarah. She let me choose the subject. Let me see, I'm going with tiger. Let me choose a prop here. Ooh, yeah, I got a good idea. I'm doing a crystal. So it's gonna be a tiger astronaut with a yellow crystal. This is gonna be fun. So I drew my tiger character here with the guy looking at the crystal, but then I thought it might be more impactful if he was turning towards us. Feels a little bit more engaging, but now I'm not so sure. I think I kind of like it the other way, because then it creates this impact on his gaze here. It almost brings more attention to the crystal, rather than having it look like he's giving it to us or something. I think I like the first one better, and I'll have like a glow on his face like kryptonite or something. All right, next up we got Nicholas Janowski. Hey, I know him. He's my best friend's little brother. He's trying to get a Kraken. It's Kipto's choice, turquoise. All right. You know, I've never actually painted a Kraken before. I put that in there because I thought it'd be cool, but I'm gonna be testing my limits here. I'll see what we can do. I want this Kraken to be like a mix of like a dragon, a crab, and like a giant squid. I think that'd be really cool. Like, I love the mythology Krakens, and I love like the giant octopus Krakens, but I want to make my own, and I feel like I could combine these three creatures, like the dragon, the crab hands, like the squid tentacles, and make something really cool. And that ship is just doomed. After that, we got Anderson. He's trying to get an ape astronaut with turquoise. Can the prop be headphones? Oh, that's a good idea. Dude's just chilling in space like... The moonlight glaring out
outside of my window. Shining, baby. Got the music up high, playing Super Nintendo. Super Mario World, maybe. Hate on or on repeat. Feeling like nobody in the world can beat me. Until I deep sleep, I dream of vibrance. My thoughts are pouring out, it's better than silence. And living in violence, even through the doubt. Hey, who got that? We got that. Jazz to help you stay afloat. While the days go by, I pray for hope. And keep aiming for the stars, that's all I know. We got the glow, I just go with the flow. Living life like never before. Jazz SpaceMan, Jazz SpaceMan. Jazz SpaceMan, Jazz SpaceMan.
Esteban, what's he trying to get? He wants a silent but deadly owl. Gonna look sick from you, I'm sure. And this might complete my tattoo build. Oh, okay. Trying to get a tattoo, I see. That's pretty badass. I like that. I think I'm gonna just go straight to painting on this one. I'm feeling the vibe, skip the sketching overall. I found a cool reference here and I kind of want to have him like hanging off a tree. And he wants green, so I'm gonna do this cool background that's already in my head. Let's just go straight to the painting. I don't know. Now that I look at it again, this seems kind of basic. I want to try something else here. Stick to my anthropomorphic kind of vibes that I had for the other ones. I'll do this, keep the head how it is. It's gonna be like behind his back, looking behind his back like this. He's gonna have his arm like this, and his arm is gonna be talons. Here's his hand. And let's make this like a little bit more fun and not so regular. Let's make it a little more exaggerated and make it like a full-on character rather than just a regular owl. When I'm drawing fingers, I like to think of them as like boxes, like flat planes. So when I'm drawing a hand like this, there's a plane on top, and a plane on the sides, and on the other side, and then on the bottom. It's kind of like 4 planes. The hand is way too big, I think. I'm gonna shrink this bad boy down. I still want it to be like kind of crazy, menacing a little bit, because he wants this owl, you know, silent but deadly. Kind of like a fart. Okay, and the prop he requested was a crown. I kind of want to see how we can make this kind of intrograded, that was hard, into this owl here. Maybe it's like a helmet crown. That'd be kind of cool. Ooh, yeah, I like that already. And it could be like, I don't know, making up some sort of design right now. I'm thinking instead of like a regular crown, it could be like some sort of medieval warrior crown kind of thing. Yeah, I kind of like that. I was gonna do like a floating crown, but I don't know, I feel like that's kind of overplayed. I kind of like this version here. Looks a little goofy, but hey, we're a goofy bunch of folks, you know? Cool. See, now this kind of brings us in here, and we focus here, and we swoop back around, back to here. It's like a big whoosh, like that. Danielle, what do you got for me here? A Kraken as a messenger with sage and turquoise. Probably the most random assortment of things yet. I like it. That's gonna be a tricky one. I put messenger in there, but I don't even know what that means. He's got like a satchel with notes in it, like a mailman. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. All right, I know what to do. I'm doing like a classic Hermes style messenger. He's got the staff and everything. He's on the run. He's got the helmet with the wings. And this time I'm doing more of an octopus, like a Davy Jones style. Like a movie, there's a scene in that. Got a stream in that. Sky flicks, silly rabbit, no tricks. Houdini in a beanie, broke mouse, no clicks over here. Only my family. Very few people understand me. I've been working hard, running forward till my legs get fatigued like candy. What's my Grammy? What? Yeah, they telling me they vibing up in that game. Kicking, look how far to shoot that. All right, the last 2 digital drawings for this episode come from my man Jordan. He bought 2 because he's a G and he's trying to support the cause here. The first one is a Knight Samurai with Kipto's choice and purple. All right, a purple samurai, can definitely pull that off. And the next one is a Kraken as a shaman with a tiki staff in blue. Okay, a Kraken shaman. That's interesting. I think I'm gonna have to tweak this a little bit to make it make sense. You know what? It doesn't have to make sense. We're gonna make it badass either way. The third Kraken for this episode, and I kind of want to do a mix between the first Kraken that I did and the second Kraken that I did. I love these kind of like mustache tentacles here, but I kind of also like the crab claw, so I'm kind of doing like a mix of both of those and trying to figure out kind of a cool pose for this guy. All right, now the last piece for this episode is going to be a traditional one like we did in the last episode. So we're going with Jesse here. He's trying to get a yellow Mexican jaguar attacking teal background, neon colors. All right, going against the rules here. Just kidding. I'm only going to do like 1 or 2 colors because that's the style of these illustrations, but I can definitely do a yellow Mexican jaguar. That's going to be badass. Let's get to work. All right, here we go. This is the last painting for this episode. I'm gonna be using it on a regular piece of traditional paper with traditional materials. I'm gonna start with my 2H pencil to get like some light lines on there to get the initial sketch down there. And I've already kind of sketched out my composition using my iPad. And here is kind of like my little idea that I'm going with. It's like this badass jaguar coming down this like Mexican temple thing here. This is like the god of rain. And he's kind of like coming over the top here and like with this fierce roar. So that's gonna be super sick. So I gathered a bunch of different references about jaguars and Mexican statues and stuff like this, and I've kind of combined them into a certain idea or vibe that I'm going for. I kind of use this as reference for my temple, and I kind of combined a couple of the different jaguars to get the pose that I was looking for. I used this one mainly and then kind of tweak the face and tweak the arms a little bit to get to the pose that I want. All right, well, it's already too low. I want the jaguar to be like kind of in the middle of the piece. That's the sucky part about traditional. You can't just change the size right away. You gotta redraw the whole thing. All right, let's try and make this a little bit smaller. All right, feeling pretty good so far. Looking pretty sick with the jaguar and the pencils. And now I'm gonna break out my markers here. Kind of want to have some like dramatic lighting coming through here. So he's like creeping through a beam of light and his head is shining through with his hand here. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. All right, so I got these kind of tree little twig things popping up on each side. So it kind of sandwiches the piece inside here. We kind of bring all the attention to the jaguar and even have a bit of overlap here. So it kind of shows the space that these twigs are behind it, and it brings the jaguar even more forward into the piece. when this twig kind of wraps around behind there. All right, I'm really liking how this is coming out. I think I got the lighting kind of how I wanted it. I want to add the spots now because it looks like a panther and I got to make it look like a jaguar. Jaguars have those iconic spot, like circle spots. So I noticed as I'm doing these spots, I can use them as like a guide to like define the form a bit more and like kind of have them wrap around the stomach here and then to have them wrap around the leg muscles, and that way it'll give it a little bit more of a feel like it's an actual three-dimensional animal rather than just doing them flat. I want to curve them so they kind of carve around so it all works as a nice fleshy animal. All right, he requested yellow and teal, so I got some yellows and reds and browns and gouache here, and I got some turquoises and blues and some more browns and watercolor over here. I'm gonna do this here. He's called Talal Locke. He's like a Mexican deity. He's like the rain god. So I'm gonna be doing that in teal. This is gonna be like browns and yellows. And then maybe I'll do a little bit like a streak in the back here, like a teal. Maybe like have it raining, but like just like one strip back here. All right, I got the base layer in there. Now I'm just gonna punch it back up with some highlights with gouache. Make this thing pop. Well, damn, that was a lot of fun. If you like this, check this out. Bam! Jaguar, Mexico, attack! Looks pretty badass. I had so much fun making this. I love doing mixed media stuff. I love getting back into this. I did this in college and now, like 7 years later, I'm getting back into it. Super fun. If you want something like this for yourself, you can pick from the drop-down menus on my website. Head to kipto.com/shop, pick out a character drawing, and select your traits, and I'll draw it for you. If you're interested in behind-the-scenes looks and sneak peeks, goodies, early access, and asking me questions, I do a monthly Q&A on Patreon. You can take a spoon, ask me questions, scoop out little nuggets from my brain for yourself, take notes, ask me anything you want, and get to know me a little better. And it's as little as $5 a month, only on my Patreon. I got at least 5 more episodes of these coming your way, so make sure to stick around for those. I'm gonna be on like a rotating schedule of like drawings, critiques, murals, other stuff, and I got a bunch of t-shirts coming along the way. These are back in stock if you want to head to my site right now. The black ones are back in stock. Because of the coronavirus, everything's a little bit slower, so just keep that in mind. And I hope you guys are staying happy and healthy and creative in these crazy times. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep feeding that kinetic imagination.